Ciao a tutti. Hello, welcome to this second episode of DMN tutorial. So let's describe the challenge. Okay, so today we are going to compute the working days using fill expression. So we will learn a little bit more fill. And let's explain a little bit better this challenge. So we have a starting date, the number of day of the period that we want to compute this number of working days, and finally what are the working days expressed as work days of a week in a week. So for example, we can consider from Monday to Friday, or we can consider just Monday and Tuesday. And over a period of 30 days, we want to compute how many Mondays and Tuesdays are in this period. So the solution is not so straightforward. I think that is interesting because you can learn multiple things: how to handle list, how to handle the loop to get a list, to create a new list, and how to handle a couple of fill function that handle that manage the weekdays, the duration of time. So multiple things mixed together to get this result. So here you see the solution will be composed of three steps that we will see in a moment. So first of all, we will try to list to create a list containing all the weekday from the start to the end period. So let's say that we start on Monday and we have 3 days. The list will be composed of Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Then we want to shrink this list to just the working days, so what we have defined as input as working day. Finally, we want to compute a number of days inside this list. Okay, let's see. Let's switch on the key sandbox that you can reach on sandbox.key.org. Okay, and this is the initial, this is the starting point that I already built. So you have 3 input: the working days, the start date, and the length of the period. So in terms of data types, we have the length, that is a number, a start date, that is a date, and working days, that is a list of string. So just to recall you that the string list is not a basic DMN type, so you have to define it. It's pretty simple. You go into the data types, you add a new data type, and finally you can see, you can select the string, you can say that this is a list, and so on, and that's it. So let's see how to create the solution. Okay, so let's start from scratch. We create a context. Okay. So first of all, I believe that it's useful to, this is true for any kind of language, but it's even for DMN. So you can test step by step what you get. So first of all, what we want to create, we want to create, let's check back to the solution. We want to create a list with the weekdays from the start to the end. Okay, so let's call this list, let's give a name and say that this is um, uh, this is the week days of the period. Okay, of the period. Okay, let's type the full sentence. Okay, so you see that DMN is pretty say try to be quite verbose in order to be self-explaining. Okay, here we're going to create an expression that compute the weekdays in the period. Okay, let's do a step by step. So first of all, let's start with some input parameter. Okay, so here we already have some input parameters. So we have the list of work days that contain just Monday. We have the start date, that it's today, and the length of the period. Okay, so just 1 day. Okay, so let's start doing an experiment. Okay, so we can use the start date, and we can see the start date here. Now we need to do some computation on top of the date. So, and here I'm going to introduce an important concept, the duration. So a way to describe a duration in DMN is using the @char plus this convention, that is the period 1 day. So this string means a period of 1 day. So we can do a bit of math. So we can, from our starting date, we can add a period of 1 day, and we have the result here. You can see that before it was 26, now it's 27. So if you want to know what you can write here, you can go on Wikipedia and check out this standard, that is the ISO 8601. That is the standard way to describe a duration. So you put the P for duration, then you can put the Y for year, M for month, W for the week, D for day. Okay, so in our case it's pretty simple. It's a period of 1 day. Okay, so we can also do we can also add some extra math. So for example, we can add a multiplier here, for example 3, and use the asterisk for the multiplication. Okay, so now we reach 29. Okay, you can see here the result. Starting from today, 26 plus 3 days, we reach 29. Okay, so far so good. Now we what we want to do is creating a loop for using I as index in 0 to the length of the period, return. Okay, let's put a bit of formatting here. So now we have, let me add a bit of parentheses in order to make it clear to special language. Okay, so now we have 2 elements here, that is 29 and 29. Okay, so now let's change the 3 with the I for index. Okay, so that's and so we finally have today and the day after. So if the length of the period is 1, means 2 days. Maybe this is not exactly what we want. So a period of 1 day, we just want today, so we can do as slightly change here and say -1. Okay, so just now we just have today. But what we want to have here is a list of weekdays. So instead of having date, we want to compute the weekday. Okay, so let's do in this way, week of the day of the week, sorry, this is the expression. And let's adjust the parentheses. Okay, so we have today and we have Wednesday. Let's change the length. So we have a period of 3 days. So we have Wednesday. Okay, let me close. Okay, we have Wednesday, Tuesday, Thursday, sorry, and finally Friday. Okay, so this is pretty good. So the second step, we want to filter just the days that are in working days. So how to do this? Let's insert another expression here and says that we want to compute the week working day days. Okay, just to make clear. Okay, so how to do this? So first of all, you have to know that Phil has a powerful mechanism to create a filter on top of a string. So if we take the initial period, okay, so we take in this way the list again, we can filter and say item of the string equal, for example, Friday. Okay, let's check the result. So okay, week working days, it's just Friday. So you see that the list here is composed of 1 day, 1 element. Okay, so how to what we want to do now, we want to filter for the working days. So instead of saying item equal to Friday, we add this expression, say that item item is in working days. Okay, and that's it. So the now correctly the list is empty because Monday is not available in the week's days of the period. For example, we can add another element here and say that the working days are Monday and Friday. So in this case, okay, I did a typo. Okay, so now we have Monday and Friday between the working days, and so we filter this list based on Monday and Friday, and we get Friday. For example, if we extend the length, okay, so we get inside the list 3 elements because we have Friday, Monday, and again Friday in this list in this period of 10 days. So the last step of our so what we want to achieve is the total number of working days. So at the end, we just want to compute the length of this list. So we can do in this way, count, and we put here week working days. And that's it. So finally we get the total number of working days in this period. So just to check with a bigger number, we see that on this period of 100 days we have 28 Monday and Friday. Let's for example select another start date. So for example, starting from next Sunday. Okay, the number is changed because in this period we have a different number of Monday and Friday. So far so good. Hope that you enjoyed this video, and please let me know if you have a challenge for me, if you have any problem that you would like to solve with the DMN. Let me know so I can try to explain, to solve it in DMN, and to teach you some useful things of DMN. Thank you very much for listening.